The light of my life, Sofia. A year and a half ago, I became a mother. My little girl, Sofia, was born special, with Down syndrome. In those first days, there were many tears and fears. I was scared of the future, unsure how I would cope, and full of doubts. But time passed, and along with it, my daughter grew, and so did my love for her. Today, I know for certain, Sofia is my greatest joy. She teaches me to appreciate the simple things, her laughter, her first words, her hugs. She is like a ray of light, filling our home with warmth and meaning. Every day I see more clearly that it's not me teaching Sofia, but she who teaches me to be more patient, softer, more genuine. Thanks to her, I've become stronger, kinder, and braver. I want to speak to everyone who may be walking a similar path. Don't be afraid. Yes, it won't be like everyone else's journey, but it will be full of love. Special children make our world better, because they themselves are the embodiment of love. Wish our Sofia warmth and kindness. And may there be more stories like ours, sincere, real, and heartfelt. It's been a year and a half since Sofia came into our lives. I can no longer imagine life without her joyful laughter, her little arms wrapped tightly around my neck, or her eyes, in which I see a whole world. Yes, there were hardships, sleepless nights, tears, worries, countless talks with doctors, and searching for the right specialists. But all of that fades into the background when you see your child take a step forward, even a tiny one, when she smiles at you as if saying, "We've got this." Sofia has taught us acceptance of ourselves, of each other, of this unpredictable world. We've learned to cherish the simple things more. A walk in the park, breakfast together, her first babbles. She hasn't only changed us, she's changed our family. Everyone has become softer, more attentive, kinder. I never tire of repeating. Special children don't make life harder. They make it deeper. They show us that love isn't about words, it's about actions. It's not about expectations, it's about acceptance. Not fear, but trust. If I could go back in time and hear the diagnosis again, I wouldn't be afraid. I'd simply hold Sofia in my arms and whisper, "You are my light. Everything will be okay." And truly, everything is okay. Even more than okay. Each day, I grow more certain. The most important thing in life isn't a perfect plan or spotless order, but simply being present. Being there for the ones you love. Unconditionally, without demands, without fear. Sofia often hugs me for no reason. She'll come up, lay her head on my shoulder, and smile. And in those moments, I feel that everything is right. That I'm exactly where I'm meant to be. And in that simple silence, there is real happiness. Sometimes people look at us with curiosity or pity. Some whisper behind our backs. Some ask if it's hard for me. I don't judge. Not everyone can understand. But what I want to say is, don't pity us. Smile instead. Look into my child's eyes. There is more light in them than in the sunniest sky. We often think being different means being weak. But looking at Sofia, I see her strength, in her love, in her ability to feel, to forgive, to be truly herself. She doesn't play roles, doesn't hide emotions, doesn't fear being real. And isn't that exactly what we adults spend our whole lives learning? Now I know for sure, God doesn't give us what is easy. He gives us what makes us real. Sofia has become my mirror, my growth, my reason to believe and move forward. And ahead, there's so much to come. Her first sentences, her first days at kindergarten, new friends, new steps. And even if the journey is different, it's ours. And it's beautiful. When they told us our daughter had Down syndrome, I, as a man, went silent. I didn't know what I felt. Didn't know how to talk about it. I just sat in the car for a long time in silence. I was scared. Scared I wouldn't be able to handle it. That I wouldn't be the father she deserved. Scared I wouldn't be able to protect her from the world. I'd always dreamed of being the one who's responsible, confident, who has the answers. But then, I knew nothing. And then I held Sofia for the first time. She was so tiny, so warm. She looked up at me as if she already knew, and accepted me. No conditions. No questions. Just that look. And I understood. It doesn't matter what I feel. What matters is that I'm with her. That she needs me. And I'll be there. Since then, I've never once regretted it. Every day when I come home from work, She runs to meet me, wobbles on her feet, waves her hands, laughs. My exhaustion disappears, all problems stay at the door. Because at home, there's Sofia. My girl. My pride. I started seeing the world differently. I rush less, listen more. I'm learning patience, learning to accept people just as they are. Thanks to her. You know what the most important thing I've realized is? Special children give us the chance to become real men. Not just the kind who bring home money, but the kind who love, who are present, who embrace, who are strong in their kindness. When I was told my granddaughter had Down syndrome, I cried. Not out of pity, out of fear. For my daughter. For my granddaughter. For the life that would now unfold differently than we had imagined. I was afraid it would be hard for her, that she wouldn't be understood, that the world would be too harsh for this tiny, defenseless girl. But everything changed the day I first saw Sofia. She was lying in her mother's arms, and then, as if she felt me, she turned her head and smiled. You know, it wasn't just a baby smile. It was something more. Warm, endless. As if she was saying, "Grandma, it's okay. I came here for a reason." It's been many months since then, and every time I look at this little girl, I'm amazed at how much strength, love, and light she holds. Sofia seems to look right into your soul. She doesn't say many words, but her eyes, they're like those of an old soul. Wise, piercing, and very kind.